The prophet Jeremiah once found himself in a tough spot, and he prayed this: "Heal me, Lord, and I will be healed. Save me, and I will be saved, for you are my praise." You know, you may not be in the exact same situation that prophet Jeremiah was in, but you might be in a tough spot right now, or you might be in one tomorrow. Here's a word that will encourage you. My name is Rocky Henriques. I'm the pastor of Utica Baptist Church in Utica, Mississippi. I want to tell you a story I read in the newspaper. Tuesday, May 27th, 1997, a day that the people of Jarrell, Texas would like to forget. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's close. That was the day when the town of about 400 people, 40 miles north of Austin, Texas, was devastated by a tornado, later classified as an F5, the most powerful tornado possible. 27 people lost their lives in that little town. The tornado was so powerful that it literally ripped up chunks of asphalt from the street. It destroyed an entire subdivision of homes. One of the survivors expressed the shock and disbelief of many others when she asked, "How do you pick up the pieces? How do you pick up the pieces?" Now, without minimizing the tragedy and the grief of that town, there are many other people whose lives have gone through storms and tornadoes of other kinds. Terminal illness, divorce, the loss of a job, financial setbacks, a wayward child, deteriorating health, and it just goes on and on. And there are many, many people who might be asking the same thing the woman above asked: how do you pick up the pieces? Dr. Thomas Lane Butts, Jr. told the following story in one of his sermons. He said one day a child was running down the hall at church on the last day of Vacation Bible School. And as that little boy ran down the hall, he had in his hand a little ceramic tray that he had been working hard on all week long as a gift for his mother. But as he ran down the hall to give it to her, he dropped it, and it broke into 100 pieces. The child began to cry. And everyone around him was trying to comfort him. And they'd say, "Well, it was just a tray. It was just a tray. It'll be okay." But that little boy was inconsolable. It was a gift for his mother, and now it was broken. Finally, his mother arrived to pick him up and take him home. And she saw what happened, and she said to him, "Let's pick up all the pieces, and let's take them home and put it together and see what we can make out of it." And Dr. Butts commented, "That is what God is like. He is like a good mother. He understands when and how it hurts. When our lives are shattered, He helps us pick up the pieces and make something out of what is left. God cares about you," he said. And I love this. He said, "Weep for joy. Weep with both eyes." When it's time for us to pick up the pieces of a shattered dream, it would be helpful if we could remember that God is the one who helps us with that very thing. Our aspirations and our dreams might fade away before our very eyes, but God has bigger plans than we can even imagine. It might not be a tornado, but when there are pieces to pick up, He is the one standing there with us in the dark, in the loneliness, in the disappointment, in the discouragement, holding us close to His heart, whispering words of comfort to our spirits. Hanley C.G. Mull said, "There is no situation so chaotic that God cannot, from that situation, create something that is surpassingly good. He did it at the creation, He did it at the cross, and He's doing it today." The psalmist in Psalm 69 verse 14 said, "Rescue me from the miry mud. Don't let me sink. Let me be rescued from those who hate me and from the deep waters." Folks, whatever your deep waters look like today, Whatever it feels like today, your God is with you to help you pick up the pieces. Be encouraged today.